Special Ad Hoc Committee, December 17th, 2024.
I call the Special Ad Hoc Committee for Rules of Procedure for Bucyrus City Council, Bucyrus Codified Ordinance Chapter 111, Council, Rules of Council, and Bucyrus Codified Ordinance Chapter 113, Ordinances and Resolutions, to order at 6:31 p.m. Members present are Zion Hickman, Chris Moritz, C. Aaron Sherry, and myself, Vicki DeShawn, as chair. Before we have public participation, excuse me, I'm out of breath here. I would like to make a little announcement. Previously, Law Director Gobrick, through emails, had stated that in his opinion, the Rules of Procedure and the Bucyrus Codified Ordinance Sections 111 and 113 are not sufficient. And he's questioned if the committee would want to consider starting from scratch and requesting that he create drafts for our review. Before the committee addresses Attorney Gobrick's inquiry, I will ask if anyone from the public wishes to address the committee, and if they do, to please come to the podium, state your name, residential address, and then proceed with your talk.
Greg White, 1125 Hillcrest Drive. I hope that this committee gets their act together, okay? I really do. In the previous council meetings, previous committee meetings, we have had nothing but chaos about rules and how they're broken all the time. Even people of this committee have encouraged people to break the rules and allow them, even though before that, everybody had to come to the podium and speak and not speak to the audience. But it's all on tape. Everything that was done, including when you suspend rules, it just creates chaos. And I agree with the law director, we shouldn't be going there with that anytime soon. So I hope this committee gets their act together. I hope that they can come up and allow the public to even interject with the rules of council and introduce rules too, so that there is transparency, there's order, and the rules are to be followed and not broken. Thank you.
Anybody else wish to address the committee?
Kurt Fankhauser, 616 Prospect Street. The Ohio Revised Code states in 731.45 that the legislative authority of the municipal corporation shall determine its own rules and keep a journal of its proceedings. I've heard at one point somebody said, well, let's just hire out the rules, making of the rules. I'd heard that. I don't remember who said it, but I feel like because of the ORC 731.45, that the legislative authority should be coming up with their own rules. And here we are, we're 12 months in. This is the night of the last regular council meeting of 2024. And this council has not come up with their own rules yet. So I don't know where you're going with this, Mrs. DeShawn, as far as who's going to be making the rules, who's going to be coming up with the rules, but you guys are the ones that are supposed to make your own rules, and it's not people from the public. I'm glad that this ad hoc committee did not have people from the public on the ad hoc committee, because then that would clearly have been a violation of this 731.45. But I hope you guys can finally come up with some rules. We need to get these rules figured out. We've got way more important things that need to be getting done here legislative-wise, then a year in and you guys can't even figure out your own rules. Thank you.
Any more public participation?
Dan Wirebaugh, 1092 Martha Avenue. Just to piggyback, I guess, or sort of whatever Mr. Fankhauser had said, it doesn't matter if you write the rules, you write the rules, or you write the rules, or we go out and we get somebody else to write them. As long as this committee and council accept those rules, then those rules, correct, have been provided by the committee. So, you know, I know a lot of these people here work, have other jobs. It's sort of a part-time, council's a part-time thing. You can't sit up here for days and days and days and get these rules. I think it's an excellent idea if the law director brings something. We had that before with Mr. Gerner. Anyway, he would bring things in, we would look at it, we'd tweak it, and then we would pass it, but it was ours. He would just bring it to us. So I think that's the quickest, most efficient, because you guys come up here and then you ask, hey, is this good? Hey, is this good? And then he brings something up that's good, and then hash it out, and then pass it. So that's all I got to say.
Any more public participation? Okay, seeing no one, then just as I had mentioned prior, we are going to be addressing, or I'm going to bring up for us to address, if the committee wishes to, make a motion to have Mr. Gobrick take both the rules of procedure and the Bucyrus Codified Ordinance, and I should say chapters 111 and 113, not sections, that's my error there. That he takes those three documents and rewrites. He will then give the draft to the committee for us to review, us to make changes, add to, take away, and that's at his, you know, suggestion, recommendation. Am I correct in that, Mr. Gilbert?
Correct.
So does the committee wish to entertain a motion to do that?
Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion for Law Director Gobrick to go over these and rewrite as he sees we need, and so we can look at this draft and see what's going on.
I'll second that.
We have a motion from Ms. Sherrick, a second from Mr. Moritz. Any more discussion? If not, we'll do roll call. Hickman?
Yes.
Moritz?
Yes.
Sherrick?
Yes.
And DeShawn, yes. So motion passes. Again, public participation. Seeing no one, we will adjourn the ad hoc
I will
committee.
note.
Oh, excuse me.
This is not going to happen overnight. This is a big project. So it's not going to happen overnight. But I'm more than happy to do it.
So we're not getting it tomorrow?
You're not going to get it tomorrow.
And I believe the committee understands that.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we will adjourn our ad hoc committee meeting at 6:39 PM.